Use the given assumption in the box to answer the question below. So Q is true is the given assumption. Then it says, given the assumption above, in other words, given that Q is true, what truth value or values for P? In other words, they're asking us, what can P be? That would make the given statement here true. It's a lot of information to absorb, but basically they're giving us a statement and telling us that Q is true. So before I even think too much further than that, I just want to take this statement that they're giving us and plug in true for Q, because they're telling us that Q is true, so I might as well take note of that. Once I do that, I can go back and read the question. Given this simplified version of the statement, assuming that Q is true, what truth values for P, in other words, what can P be that makes this statement here come out to be true? Well, one way to find out is to try it. So my strategy would be to look and see what happens to this expression, which I've reproduced down here, if P is true. It's asking what values of P. Well, I'm going to find out what values of P. Oh, let's do it. If P is true, that means I'm going to plug in a true for P, and I end up with true implies the compound statement true or true. But I know that true or true is true. So since true or true is true, I'm simply now left with the implication true implies true, which I also know is true. So if P is true, the statement comes out true. Now what happens if P is false? Well, if P is false, I'm plugging an F in for P. And that gives me a true or false on the right, but I know true or false is still true. And I'm back to the same implication that I had before, true implies true, which is true. So the question is, what is P that would make this statement true? But it turns out this statement is true if P is true, but it's also true if P is false. So the answer to the question is choice B. P can either be true or false. If P is true, this statement comes out to be true. If P is false, this statement comes out to be true. So it doesn't matter. If I know that Q is true, it doesn't matter whether P is true or P is false. Either case, the given statement comes out to be true.